This is the AI News Flash for March 28, 2 a.m. UTC. First up, a bipartisan group in the U.S. Congress has introduced the GUARDRAILS Act to repeal President Trump's executive order that blocks states from enacting their own AI regulations. Senator Brian Schatz is leading the Senate companion bill, while Representatives Beyer, Matsui, Liu, and Jacobs introduced the House version. The legislation would prevent Trump's executive order from taking effect. All 50 states have now introduced AI legislation, and the federal versus state regulatory battle is intensifying ahead of the 2026 midterm election. The fight over who gets to regulate AI, Washington or the states, is becoming one of the defining tech policy debates of the year. But next, OVHcloud, Europe's largest cloud provider, has made its first ever acquisition, purchasing Paris-based Dragon LLM. Dragon LLM specializes in sovereign AI models designed for regulated industries like finance and healthcare. The company won the European Commission's Large AI Grand Challenge. OVHcloud is using this deal to launch its own AI lab, which will train and fine-tune sovereign large language models deployable on local infrastructure. This is part of Europe's broader push to reduce dependence on American cloud giants and build its own AI capabilities. Third, a growing disconnect between corporate executives and financial markets over AI was highlighted in a Barron's roundtable discussion. Most Fortune 500 CEOs continue to view AI as the biggest business opportunity of the decade and are increasing their AI investments. Meanwhile, financial markets have wiped out over $1 trillion from software sector market caps in what's been called the SaaS apocalypse. Executives remain optimistic about AI agents automating workflows and boosting efficiency, while investors are increasingly skeptical about the return on massive AI spending. Whether this perception gap narrows or widens will likely be determined by the upcoming earnings season. And finally, AI startup funding in March 2026 is on track to break all records. Just halfway through the month, the number of $100 million plus funding rounds exceeded any comparable period in venture history. Shield AI raised $1.5 billion at a $12.7 billion valuation, while Replit secured $400 million at a $9 billion valuation. In February, global VC investment hit $18.9 billion, with 90% going to AI, and March is already outpacing that trajectory. However, the K-shaped divergence is accelerating, with capital concentrating in a handful of top players, raising concerns about the health of the broader startup ecosystem. That's all for this AI News Flash.